Hello student, welcome back to my channel. So here today we will discuss about the dimensional analysis. In my previous video I discussed in front of you about the type of physical quantity, means fundamental physical quantity, derived physical quantities and supplementary physical quantities, or you can say that fundamental physical units, derived physical unit and supplementary units. So in this video I will explain here in front of you about the dimensional analysis. It means that कैसे हम यहाँ पे किसी भी physical quantity की dimension find करते हैं. Dimension means that कि अगर हम इनको शॉर्ट टर्म में समझे तो डायमेंशन का मतलब क्या होता है कि कोई भी ड्राइव्ड फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है तो उसको उसकी जो फंडामेंटल फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज होती है उसकी जो डायमेंशनल यूनिट्स हैं उनके टर्म्स में और उनकी पावर के टर्म्स में रिप्रेजेंट करना ही यहाँ पे डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस होता है. Now, if we think about the definition of dimensional analysis, in front of you, the definition of dimensional analysis is that you can see here the dimension of a physical quantity are the power to which the fundamental units are raised to obtain the derived unit of a physical quantity. Means that the dimension of a physical quantity are the power to which the fundamental units are raised. Means अगर हम यहाँ पे किसी derived जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है अगर उसकी यूनिट फाइंड कर रहे हैं तो ड्राइव्ड फिजिकल जो क्वांटिटी है उसकी यूनिट जो फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स है उनकी पावर के टर्म्स में या उनकी डिग्री के टर्म्स में जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन है उसको यहाँ पे डायमेंशन ऑफ दैट फिजिकल क्वांटिटी बोलते हैं. अब लेट्स सी कैसे, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आप सबको पता है यू नो दैट द फॉर्मूला फॉर वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल्स टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट अपॉन टाइम इंटरवल. You know that this formula. So if we want to write here the unit of velocity, you know that velocity is a derived physical quantity. I explained in my previous lecture, or you can say that the previous video, how this velocity is a derived unit, because this velocity depends on the fundamental physical quantity. So that's why we can say that velocity is a derived physical quantity, because this depend on the fundamental physical quantities. So here we can write, if we want to write unit of velocity, then we can write this formula in this way. We need here unit of displacement, means that displacement we will measure in form of length. So we can say that unit of length, and after that time it means that unit of टाइम. ओके स्टूडेंट, ध्यान दीजिएगा, अगर हमें यूनिट ऑफ वेलोसिटी लिखनी है तो उसको इस फॉर्मूले की हेल्प से हम ऐसे बता सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे हमें यूनिट ऑफ लेंथ चाहिए होगी और यहाँ पे यूनिट ऑफ टाइम चाहिए होगा. नाउ सी, इफ यू वांट टू राइट दिस कैलकुलेशन यू कैन राइट दिस यूनिट ऑफ लेंथ ऐसी रहेगी, और आप अगर इसको यूनिट ऑफ टाइम को डिनोमिनेटर से न्यूमरेटर में लाएंगे तो मल्टीप्लाई में आप बोल सकते हैं यूनिट ऑफ टाइम. अच्छा, अब बात करते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे पूछा गया था आर द पावर मींस दैट अब इसकी कितनी पावर है. सी हियर यूनिट ऑफ लेंथ रेज टू द पावर 1, क्योंकि इसकी पावर 1 है यहाँ पे. ये डिनोमिनेटर यहाँ पे पावर दोनों की 1 1 थी, ये डिनोमिनेटर से न्यूमरेटर गया तो पावर -1 हो गई. तो यही जो रेज टू द पावर मींस आपके पास 1 एंड -1 आर द पावर, और यू कैन से दैट this 1 and -1 are called the dimension of velocity. Clear student? So here unit of velocity is can be written as unit of length raised to the power 1 and unit of time raised to the power -1. So unit of velocity is written as, you can say that unit of length raised to the power 1 and in unit of time raised to the power -1. On the other hand, if we think about the dimension dimension of v means velocity, you can say that dimension of velocity is 1 and your minus 1, which are the power of the fundamental units, or you can say the fundamental physical quantities, which is length and time. So you can see the dimension of a physical quantity, here the physical quantity is velocity, are the powers means 1 and minus 1, to which the fundamental units means fundamental units are these, are raised, are raised. Clear, student? To obtain the derived unit of that quantity, means on the basis of these fundamental quantity I will obtain here, or I obtain here the unit of velocity. So students, समझ में आया कि हम किसी भी derived जो हमारे पास physical quantity है, या आप derived unit है किसी quantity की, जब हम उसे find करते हैं fundamental units जो हैं आपके पास उनके टर्म्स में, तो जो फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स हैं आपके पास, फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स फिजिकल क्वांटिटी की होगी जो फंडामेंटल है, तो यहाँ पे फंडामेंटल यूनिट्स ऑफ लेंथ मींस यू कैन से दैट द यूनिट ऑफ लेंथ, द यूनिट ऑफ टाइम की जो पावर होती है उसको यहाँ पे बोलेंगे डायमेंशन ऑफ दिस derived physical quantity. You can compare this calculation with this definition. Clear? So अब यहाँ पे देखिए स्टूडेंट, now after this, when we think about the dimension formula, if we want to calculate the dimension formula of all derived physical quantity, so first of all we should learn about the dimensional formula for the 7 fundamental physical quantities. Writing here the name of the physical quantity and their dimension formula. When we write here dimensional formula of any physical quantity, note this point, you will write the dimension formula under a large bracket like this. Clear, student? So this is necessary when you will represent the dimension formula of any physical quantity. So here first one is that you know that first fundamental physical quantities are mass. So the mass, SI unit of mass is kg, and dimension formula for this mass is denoted by m. Second one is length. Length, the dimension for this is L, and third one is time, and the dimension for this is T. So these three physical quantities are very important. Here these three fundamental physical quantities are very important, and their dimension formula also, because on the basis of this we can easily calculate the dimension formula of other physical quantities which are called derived physical quantities. Clear? So after this I will write here the dimension formula for temperature. For temperature you will use the dimension formula of K, and one more for electric current or current you will use the dimension formula of A for ampere, and this 6 and 7, one is, you can say that, quantity of matter, this one is quantity of matter. These are not important for this dimension formula case for derived physical quantity, quantity of matter, and second one is that, last one is that luminous intensity. You know that these are our 7 physical quantities. So here when we write their dimension formula, so you can use here this term for that and this term for that. Otherwise these two are not much more important as compared to these values. Clear, student? We are using the 5-dimensional formula of these fundamental physical quantities. 5 fundamental important, remaining 2 are less important because their use is not there. So we will focus here about these 5 fundamental physical quantities whose dimension formula is in front of you. So see here, after this fundamental physical quantities, I will start to calculate or to find the dimensional formula of derived physical quantities Here student, one point here in your book, there are I think 90 plus our physical quantities are there in your book, or in some refreshers total near about 110 plus. So you will use here only 62 to 63. The number is different in different books, which are useful for your 11th standard only. So you will focus here about only 60 to 63 according to your book. And first of all, before learning them, you should try to calculate how we will calculate the formula of dimension formula, how we will calculate the dimension formula. So you should try and practice first before the learning of the dimension formula of this chapter. Clear student? So here I will start the dimension formula for the derived physical quantities. Let's start. So here student, when we talk about the dimension formula of derived physical quantities, here we will calculate the dimension formula of derived physical quantities. As you know about the dimension formula of fundamental physical quantities, so I will start the calculation from my first derived unit physical quantity, which is area. You know that the formula of area is equals to length into breadth. And student, you know that length is measured in meter. When we think about SI unit here, we will take here SI unit in all cases. So when we measure the length, it is in meter. When we measure the breadth, it is also in meter. And you know that in both of the cases, we are directly or indirectly measuring length. So for this, we will use here the dimension L, because for length you will use here the dimension L. L into L is our L square. So you will write this like this. Clear student? So this is the dimension of area. Now in second case, when you think about the dimension of volume, you know that the volume is the product of length, breadth and height, and all three are measured in meter in SI unit, means they all three represent length here. So I will write here the dimension for length L, dimension for breadth also L, dimension for height also L. So after producing the all three, we will get here L cube. So L cube is your dimension of volume. Clear student? So after this, the third one is that when we think about speed, so here when we think about speed, you know that the formula of speed is equals to displacement over time interval, and you know that when we think about displacement, the SI unit of displacement is meter, and the dimension which we use for displacement is again length, dimension of length, and here dimension of time. Here we will represent this L like same. When t goes from denominator to numerator, it will be raised to the power minus 1. So Lt minus 1 is the dimension for speed. And after that, here I will start the calculation of the dimension formula for derived physical quantity from starting, from basic. I will write here some 20, near about 20 dimension formulas, but the remaining dimension formulas and their values, but the remaining dimension formula calculation you will do at your home from your book. And you should remember some of the basic dimension formulas, and when you will calculate all the dimension formula near about 62 to 65, then you will observe some important question which comes from the calculation, or you can say that which comes from the dimensional analysis. Name the two physical quantities which are dimensionless, or name the quantities having same dimension as work and other. There are many questions which will come from this dimensional analysis, which are very important for your examination. So see here, third and the fourth formula is density. The all formulas are common for you. Density is equals to, you know that, mass upon volume, and you know that the SI unit of means, and you know that the dimension for mass we use capital N, and the volume dimension is L cube here from here. So finally the dimension of density is ml minus 3. This L cube goes from denominator to numerator, it becomes minus 3. So after this, in fifth case, when you will think about the next one is our acceleration. So when you will write the formula of acceleration, you know that it is velocity over time interval. So velocity SI unit means here we will write the dimension of velocity. You know that dimension of velocity Lt minus 1 over t. And student, see here one point, जब यहाँ पे आप फॉर्मूला लिखेंगे तो जरूरी नहीं है कि बुक का बिल्कुल डायरेक्ट लिखें कि भाई वेलोसिटी लिखें चेंज इन वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम इंटरवल, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, चेंज इन वेलोसिटी लिखेंगे या यहाँ पे वेलोसिटी लिखेंगे, मीनिंग उससे सेम निकल के आएगा, डायमेंशन वेलोसिटी का ही रहेगी। मीन्स जब हम बात करेंगे यहाँ पे डायमेंशन फॉर्मूला ऑफ एनर्जी चाहे काइनेटिक हो पोटेंशियल हो, दोनों का ही डायमेंशन फॉर्मूला सेम। तो यहाँ पे हमें कोई स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूला पीछे के नहीं लिखने हैं कि बिल्कुल डिक्टो वही कॉपी करने हैं। आपको थोड़ा सा बस यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट इसकी वैल्यूज याद नहीं रखनी है, थोड़ा आपको मेथड पता होना चाहिए कि अगर हम कहीं फंस जाए इन वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट करने में, कहीं डाउट हो जाए कि हाउ विल कैलकुलेट दिस, क्योंकि इतना आप रिमेंबर तो कर नहीं पाएंगे। तो आपको विद द हेल्प ऑफ these formulas you can easily calculate the dimensional for any type of physical quantity. So see, after this you will see here this t goes from denominator to numerator, it becomes minus 1 and minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. The dimension formula for acceleration is minus 1 Lt minus 2. Dimension formula for acceleration is Lt minus 2. So 7(1) is that force. You know that the formula for force is mass into acceleration. The all calculations are correlated with each other. So mass into acceleration. You know that the dimension formula of mass is m, and the acceleration dimension formula for this acceleration is Lt minus 2. So you will get finally the dimension formula of force, which is mlt minus 2. So these are some important dimension formula which you will try to learn. On the basis of some basic dimension formulas, you can easily calculate the dimension formulas of other physical quantities. So after this I will start here the remaining ones. So see here, force is there, seventh derived physical quantity is work. And you know that the formula for work is force into displacement. So for 7 physical quantity, 7 work is equals to force into displacement. And you know that student, force dimension formula of force from here you can see it is mlt minus 2 and the displacement is L. So you will get the final ml square t minus 2. Clear student? So in 8th, work, the dimension formula for work is ml square t minus 2. So after this you can find kinetic energy. You know that the most famous formula for kinetic energy is half mv square. Half is constant, so we will focus here about m, and velocity square means Lt minus 1 is the Lt minus 1 is the dimension of velocity and square is here, so you will get the final result ml square t minus 2. So this is the dimension formula of kinetic energy in front of you. After that you will see the dimension formula of potential energy. You know that one of the basic formula of potential energy which you read in class 9, which is potential energy is equals to mgh, and here g is our gravitational, means here g is our acceleration due to gravity. When here I will write acceleration due to gravity, it means that we are calculating here acceleration in case of vertical motion. So the dimension formula of this is same as the dimension formula of acceleration, because you know that when we talk about linear acceleration, the SI unit for linear acceleration is meter per second square. When the object is moving in linear way or linear motion, so acceleration will be represented by on this in this way. But in case of vertical motion, I will use here the acceleration due to gravity, which is 9.8 meter per second square. So in both of the cases, you will observe that the SI unit of A, which is called our linear acceleration, and G, which is called our vertical acceleration or acceleration due to gravity, is same. So it means that the dimension formula will also same. So these are some small points which are very helpful when you are calculating the dimension formula of any physical quantity. Here, mass, you know that it is m. Acceleration due to gravity means acceleration, and height means height is again in length. So you will see that the final dimension formula m is like same, L into L, L square, T minus 2. So see, the dimension formula of potential energy, dimension formula of kinetic energy, and dimension formula of work, all three are same. And after the next one is that torque. So when this torque, which is denoted by tau, so this torque is equals to force into perpendicular distance from line of action, or you can say that distance, perpendicular distance from line of action. Means when you will open the door from the corner or from the handle, then you will see that the movement of door with respect to a fixed axis, which is called line of action. So here we apply a torque on the door by which the door can easily open and closed by applying small amount of force on their handle. As well as we carry the handle closer to the wall, or you can say the fixed surface, you will see that the force applied by you is increasing as your distance is decreasing from the fixed surface or from the axis of rotation. So here this torque comes into play during the case of rotational motion. In case of rotational motion, the amount of work is done by this torque, not from the force. Clear, student? So here the torque is equals to force into perpendicular distance. So you know that the dimension formula for force is mLT minus 2 into the dimension formula for this length, which is L. So finally you will get here ml square T minus 2, and you will see finally the dimension formula of torque is also equal to energy and also equal to work. So these type of small points you will get when you will calculate the dimension formula of derived physical quantity carefully with 100% of your efforts. After this, torque, student, see here the next one is simple, which is pressure. You know that the formula for pressure, force over area, and you got the value here for force. You know that the dimension formula for force is mLT minus 2, and the dimension formula for area is L square. So you will get here the dimension formula for this pressure is m remains same, L 1 minus 2 minus 1. This is L square goes from denominator to numerator, so power will be reduced 1 minus 2, so that's why I am writing here minus 1 directly, and T minus 2. So this one is the formula for pressure. And after that, if you will see here, one of the famous formula, which is gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant. If you want to find the dimension formula, you know that the formula G m1 m2 by r square. With the help of this formula, you can easily get the value of capital G, which is Fr square over m1 m2. So on the basis of this formula, you can remember this or you can do this in your rough side. And for the dimension formula of gravitational constant, with the help of this formula, you can write here the dimension formula of force. You know that it is mlt minus 2, and after that r is the radius, which represents length, so it will be L square, and m1 m2 be the mass. So I will write this like m into m. So finally ml into l cube d square with negative sign, and this one is a m square. So you will see here the dimension formula for this is m1 minus 2 minus 1 l cube t raised to the power minus 2. So this one is the dimension formula for gravitational constant. How we will calculate? First we know about the dimension formula of force, which is mlt minus 2, this which is this, m1 m2 which is this, and after calculation of these dimension formula, you can easily get the value of dimension formula of gravitational constant. Force constant or force constant by formula, by using Hooke's law, you will read this in upcoming chapter. F is equals to kx. So by using this formula, this k means proportionality constant for this external force. So for that, k is equals to f upon x. Here x is a distance. See here, f denote a force and x is a distance, or you can say displacement also. Means in short you can say distance. So when you will think about the dimension formula of k, which is force constant, you will write here mlt minus 2, which is the dimension of force, and after that L. So finally you will get mt minus 2, because L0, L1 cancel out, power is 0. If you want to write this in standard form, you will use here L1 minus 1 0, L raised to the power 0, t raised to the power minus 2, or you can write mt minus 2. So after this, 14th formula. When we think about the 14th formula is surface tension. So see here, surface tension. Surface tension means force upon length. It is the property of liquid. You will discuss this in your second book, means in case of refresher, or property of liquid. So force over length. Force means mlt minus 2 and length is L. Again you will see one thing, the formula, dimension formula for surface tension, ml square t minus 2, which is same as mt minus 2, means which is same as the dimension formula of force constant. So from here you will receive, okay, one other note, dimension formula of surface tension and force constant is same. After this, so here student, 15 number is a linear momentum. So when we think about linear momentum, you know that the linear momentum formula P is equals to m into v, mass into velocity. So when we think about the dimension of linear momentum, so you will use the dimension of mass here into the product of dimension of velocity, which is Lt minus 1. So you will get here mlt minus 1 is the dimension of linear momentum, which is P. In 16 you will get here the dimension of frequency, and you know that frequency is 1 over time period. So student, due to some technical problem, video is stopped here. That's why I am explaining this from here to there. So see here, when we think about frequency, frequency means 1 over time period. Time period, you know that it is a fundamental physical quantity and it is noted by T, as means dimension of time period is T. So Here you will see that the frequency, dimension of frequency is T inverse. After that, velocity gradient. When we use the word gradient here, the meaning of gradient is that here we take a change of any physical quantity with respect to distance. Here the distance is perpendicular distance, or you can use distance already also in this formula. You will discuss this topic in your upcoming chapters in case of fluid. So here velocity gradient, change in velocity over time, change in velocity over distance. Change in velocity means dimension formula of velocity, which is Lt minus 1, and dimension formula for this distance, which is L. After solving this, L raised to the power 1 minus 1 0, so the formula will be L0 T minus 1, or if you want to write it in standard form, so you can use M0 L0 T minus 1, or you can use this T minus 1 only. After this, in case of 18, I will use here your common formula for class 10th, which is charge. Charge is equals to, you know that, current into time. By this formula, dimension of current is A and dimension of time is T, so the total dimension is AT for charge. And after that, impulse, it is already very simple for you because of class 9th. In class 9th, you read this. Impulse is equals to force of impact, means force into duration at which the force is acting on any body to change their configuration. So it will be force into time, or you can say time of impact. So force MLT minus 1, time is denoted by T, the formula will be MLT minus. So that student, in 20 I will use here the next fundamental physical quantity, which is stress. Stress is equals to force over area. Force over area means that it is already in same case of pressure. Stress means force over area. When we talk about the property of solids, Young's modulus, bulk modulus, that time the Young modulus is stress over strain. So here we use the term stress dimension, means here we want to calculate the dimension of stress. So stress means, you know that the dimension of force MLT minus 2 and area is L square, so it will be ML minus 1 T minus 2. Are the 20 dimensional formulas in front of you, and the remaining dimension formula you will try at your home. Thank you for watching this video, student.